What's going on, guys? It's your boy HQ420 here. Welcome y'all back. Another episode of Showtime with the Cube. I've got the powerful one with me, as always, Corey Hughes. Corey, you doing
Hello.
well tonight?
Yeah, I'm good. Things are good.
Yeah, things are
Set.
good. Things are good. Things are looking up.
hmm Yeah,
Okay, that's what we like to hear. That's what we
it
like to
is.
hear. So the movie season's looking up, right? Is that
Oh
what you're
no, that's
saying?
looking like total trash. That's dog shit right there. What the fuck you talking about? Here's what we
I
got.
thought
We
I
got
thought that,
on the menu for breakfast. We got propaganda. For lunch, we got more propaganda. For dinner, we got
uh-huh.
even more propaganda. And then we got a late night snack, just a little dip of propaganda. So that's what we got coming up in all these movies. It's all woke fucking summer nonsense.
Well, we're gonna see if we can find something of note. You know what I'm
I sent
saying?
you a
I
couple
know
trailers
that
we're gonna look at tonight. Maybe we'll find some good stuff in there. But
yeah, something of note. Well, we're going to. We've got a lot we're going to do tonight. We're going to go for a couple of trailers. Corey sent me a couple of suggestions. I think that's what that was, Corey. Seeing how we're coming up on the Halloween season. So I believe that's why you were sending me those, right? Halloween season.
well, that's what's in my consciousness because I guess I've been mind tricked into Halloween and I didn't even realize it yet.
Yeah, because the few that Corey sent me were actually horror related. So I was like, okay, he's already in the spirit.
Well,
We're not
when
even
in
in
doubt
October
and
yet.
when everything sucks, watching people get killed in gruesome ways, it never gets old.
That's the they said that'll always work. Okay, they said there's no doubt about it. We appreciate everybody for being with us tonight, this afternoon. Appreciate everybody who checks us out on podcast platforms. Hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. You know what to do. Corey, I want to actually just jump into a few of these trailers first, and go ahead and knock those out, and then we'll have a discussion on as people seen from the actual title of it, the $1 Billion Club. Will there be any other movies joining the $1 Billion Club this year? It's a very short list so far. So we're going to kind of go through that. We're
Mm,
also just going to have a slight discussion. Well, I'm going to go through some of the movies for the rest of the year, and we'll discuss on whether they have any opportunity of actually joining the $1 Billion Club. We're actually going to speak a little bit about Marvel as well. They've got a new show coming out tomorrow. As a matter of fact, a 2 episode premiere, and they've got a we've got a couple of. I'm not going to force Corey to do a play by play. We might just do a synopsis at the end. I'm
hey,
not going to force him to do
didn't
kind of like we did with the Rings of Power.
one thing we didn't cover, and I know you are going to be
What's that?
excited for this, is that
What's that?
they are releasing a book continuation of the story of the Acolyte. In case you didn't know,
Man, stop, man, stop playing.
yeah, it's
You
coming out in
playing,
book
right?
form. Yeah, so people who are fans of the Acolyte can read a book which continues the story. Mhm.
You playing, right?
Do you think I would make up something so fucking inane as that?
No, it's terrible. It's probably the worst thing I heard. Who's doing the book? Who's writing it? Is Leslie Handler gonna write the book?
I don't fucking know. Maybe just Google it.
Oh my god, man! I mean, that's absolute. That's an atrocity. Okay,
Dude,
it's
those
a
trees
flat
died
out
for
atrocity.
nothing. That's like a tree holocaust just to make some
Yeah,
books.
they should have left that alone. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, they should have left that alone. That's not something that we needed books of. I thought that thing was dead. Okay, dead and gone, as it should be, buried forever. And for some reason, they want to resurrect it. Probably the 2,000 people who like the show, they're like, hey, look, this sounds good to me. Now they don't have to sign that petition anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and
They can just
I hate to add insult to injury.
let's hold
But
on.
there is
What do you
also a
mean?
series of Acolyte comic books. You understand this also, right?
I,
hmm
I, I mean,
and
comic
um
books. They're gonna spend money on that.
yeah, and also
Dang it.
There is Hasbro did announce, and I did actually see one in person the other day. There is a bunch of figures from the Star Wars Acolyte series. May, Jedi Master Saul, and Basil, which will all come in two of them 3.75-inch vintage series collection, which are good figures actually, and then a 6-inch in the black series. So they got 3 action figures, a book, a comic book series on top of the trash that we were inundated with on television.
Okay, so what you're trying to tell me is that we're struggling. That's what you're trying to tell me.
They're trying to milk it to get every goddamn penny back.
That's it said we're gonna get every penny back. There's no doubt about it. It said we don't want to leave any stone unturned. Oh my goodness, bud. That's a horror film within itself. You know what I'm saying? For the Halloween season. That's horrific. They're gonna have Leslie Headland head up the project. You know what I'm saying? So godly, let's try to put a stake in the acolyte's chest and send it to the true death. I don't know if anybody's ever watched True Blood. Did you watch True Blood? It's one of my favorite shows. It was an HBO show. So.
Again, it was one of those shows that captivated the nation and went like this. It was like, just like Game of Thrones, you know, like that drawing of the horse. It's all beautiful in the beginning, and it's like okay in the middle, and at the end, it's like a stick figure. It's like that same fucking meme, dude. I'm telling you, it's terrible.
Yeah, the last season was bad, but
here's the thing, because nobody knows how. Nobody writing anything knows how to wrap things up these days. Like, how many series end good? None of them. They're always something stupid.
On a sour note.
In hindsight, after 20, 30 years, whatever it's been, maybe the Seinfeld ending was the most genius ending of all time. I don't know.
What about Friends? What about Friends? You think Friends ended well? Well, like the friends saying goodbye to each other?
I don't recall. I don't remember that. I don't remember the finale of Friends.
Yeah, I don't either. I just know that Jennifer Aniston and what was that, Courtney Cox?
I got the urge to say that's some white people that's some white shenanigans right there. That show, Friends.
Yeah,
it is. Fuck, even for my fucking white ass.
Man said it's straight up white shenanigans at its finest, no doubt about it. Okay, that's all bad off. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump into Corey's picks for some trailers to watch.
Hey, caramba! My first one.
Discussion.
Yeah.
Oh, did you actually want me to play that?
You're goddamn right.
Oh my god! I thought you were playing.
Why would I be playing? I don't play. I don't have a sense of humor.
Oh my. Okay. Y'all hear this right? Y'all hear this right? I ain't gonna get a strike on this, Emma.
Why? It's a trailer.
Okay. That would be the Casa Bonita, Mi Amor. Okay. MTV documentary films. All right. This is. This is something that Corey. We talked about this on Beyond the Cube, I believe. Was it Beyond the Cube or Showtime?
Yeah, a little bit, because I, Corey Hughes, am the proud owner of a VIP Founders membership card. I can get reservations now, although reservations for October and November sold out in a day. They gone.
Or did they? Oh, okay. Yep. So, because I talked about it being Mexican food, so I'm on outs. You know what I'm saying? I can do like a quesadilla, and that's about it. All right. I just want meat and cheese. That's it. I don't want nothing else. So, we got this Casa Bonita, Mi Amor, MTV documentary films, and so we're gonna let this. You got something else?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let it roll right now.
Hello. Welcome to Casa Bonita. Anyone's parents divorced?
People call Casa Bonita the Mexican restaurant Disneyland.
When you grew up in Colorado, you just remember how awesome it was.
When I was a kid, there was a dream that one day I could own Casa Bonita.
I am going to Casa Bonita.
Why do you think Casa Bonita is so important to Trey?
There are cliff divers, caves to explore. It made it feel like a dream.
Fans of Casa Bonita have been missing this iconic restaurant for more than a year.
The kid in me was just like, hey, you want to buy Disneyland? I could do that?
Creators of South Park purchased the iconic Casa Bonita, a fine dining restaurant.
Are you guys just playing around?
No, we are renovating and opening an amazing restaurant.
Welcome to Casa Bonita. Howdy, partner. Howdy.
And we can't afford to build that, so let's just get a dude to do that.
We've inherited this building that is fucked. $4 million for HVAC, new kitchen. That's probably in the 2 range.
Have you ever seen Kitchen Nightmares?
This is what every air duct looks like.
It's the most dangerous thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
We have 2 days.
I expect all the drama to cease.
Oh my God, this isn't ready. Tensions are high.
Is like a possibility that it just never opens.
Yeah, it is. I've never done anything like this. Any savvy business person would say, get out now. That's not the point. I better go start making some new TV shows.
Okay, so that's September 13th. Oh, so that's already passed. So we already in there.
I don't know what theaters it's playing at. Probably very limited run.
Yeah, I would probably say select theaters.
Mhm.
But you said that you have been to the Casa Bonita, right?
All right, so I went to I went there on a date back in 2000. It must have been like 15 or 16-ish. 2015 or 2016 when the old owners had it. And
Oh, see,
So-
you haven't been since which I guess it just
no,
recently reopened.
right. It just recently reopened. It is reservation only. And for the time being, reservations can only be made by people who signed up to be on their mailing list like 4 fucking years ago.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say about
of
people of
which-
color.
Oh no! Well, no, no. And if you're an immigrant, you eat for free and you get bussed in for free.
So you get first dibs, right?
But I remember, like, God, it was seriously 3 or 4 years ago when they fucking announced that they were buying Casa Bonita and they were going to renovate it, and they launched their website and the signups for it. And I just happened to sign up on the very first day that the website and signups were up. And I totally forgot about it. And here I am, like a decade and a half later, and I get an email like a couple weeks ago, and it's like, "Hey, congratulations! You're one of our first early supporters." And so you get to get a VIP card and sign up for reservations. And so, but I'm fucked until at least December because October. Literally, I got an email like 3 days ago, and it went up and it said you can click here and make a reservation for October and November. And then I got an email like yesterday and it said, "Thank you, but all of our reservations are full." So the entire 2 months filled up in like a day. Yeah.
Is that? I mean, is that popular?
Well, here's the thing. It was a staple of the community, so to speak. It was one of those legendary things that people talked about. And it was so iconic it made it into South Park, right? And so the idea is that they spent $40 million getting it up to snuff to where it is, you know? And
Okay.
they'll probably make that 40 million back on their stupid documentary. It'll probably cost them $2 million to make the documentary and they'll make 40 on it, you know?
Yeah, probably so. It looks like their times right now. Okay, so it says reservations. I'm seeing the service options here. Reservations are required. They serve great cocktails, which that's good. You need a good drink. And they serve vegan dishes. All right, so
I don't know how it is now,
but vegan. I mean,
then fuck off if you're vegan. Yeah, you're lame. And so so it has like cliff divers, and they have this like area that's supposed to look like like a rugged cliff, and it's got these fucking palm trees and stuff. And like back in the day, it was like when I went there, it had been open for like 50 years. It was so run down, and it was so crazy because you'd walk into the place, and it was like walking into the pool at the YMCA. You'd fucking get hit with this wave of chlorinated water, of chlorinated heat and mugginess, just like you were in the fucking pool. And then that's how it was from the minute you walked in the door. I mean, that's just kind of ugh. And so you gave your order, and then you walked down this line, and they gave you a tray, literally like you're in fucking high school in the cafeteria, and you slid the tray down the thing, and there was a fucking hole in the wall. I'm not kidding. They called Casa Bonita. They didn't call. It had the hole, and when you got to the thing with your tray, your meal would come out of the hole like a glory hole. It would literally slide through the hole, and then you would take it and put it on your tray. Give me the sound. Dun, 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 dun.
It sounds horrendous. It sounds terrible.
It was horrendous.
And that's where you took the date.
Yes. And we both had a good time, but it was a fun experience, and it ended up being once in a lifetime experience because it got shut down not too long after. And
okay. Well,
yeah, so now it's clean and
obviously,
stuff.
Obviously, it's popular. Obviously, it's popular.
And they got the dirt out the ducts. Thank God.
Yeah, the hours Tuesday and Wednesday they're 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Thursday, Friday, Saturday they're 11 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday they're 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and then Monday they're closed.
Yeah, so I actually got an email when I got my invite to sign up for to finish my application and all that stuff to get into the VIP program. They actually invited me to a specific welcome thing that was at like 9:00 in the morning. I was like, that sounds fun and all, but it's 50 miles away and I don't want to eat Mexican food at 9:00 in the morning. So I turned that down.
You think that, but they're going to give you a brunch option? They probably don't have a brunch option.
No, probably not. But
do Mexicans eat breakfast?
I'm sure.
I think about but I ain't never seen a Mexican breakfast place though. Do they even eat breakfast?
Okay, so for that, what you got to do is you need to go to Taco Bell. Taco Bell has breakfast there.
Yeah, y'all just hear that. Taco Bell, that's not Mexican. Like at all. Like period. I mean, come on now. Yeah, but I'm serious though. I mean, does Google know what does Mexican eat for breakfast? Oh, damn, boy, it brought up cat from when we looked at it last time.
I know that's what the Haitians have for breakfast, bro. Get it right.
Oh man. Okay. Let's see why they don't eat breakfast. Here goes their look at this breakfast. This ain't no good. Mexico, let's do better. All right.
Yeah, chorizo and eggs and huevos rancheros, chilaquiles. That sounds good.
Yeah, tomato. This ain't nothing.
That's breakfast, bro.
Man, they'd be like, "Hey, man, here goes your breakfast." I'm like, "Man, please."
And it's got that crumble cheese. Yeah. Yeah. Now that I see it, I remember. Yeah, bro. You get huevos rancheros at Denny's.
All right, guys. Obviously, Corey's on some shit tonight. He talking about at Denny's. I'm gonna get some authentic Mexican huevos rancheros at Denny's. Man, Denny's still giving a grand slam for $6.99.
You fucking lying.
A bunch of food.
You lying, bro. I can't. I wish this was beyond the cube where we'd be talking about the high prices of the IHOP right now. Okay, make sure we talk about that on Thursday. How expensive going to goddamn breakfast is, motherfuckers.
It's gotten wild now.
Bro, I found a place in town, man. I got a bagel store right up the road from me, man, with these hot young college girls work there, and I can get a fucking bagel egg sandwich and shit for like $6. It's the best deal in town for breakfast. I eat there quite often.
Man said it's the best deal. I have to see. Sometimes Denny's is running that damn special. Hey,
bro, I looked at getting some IHOP, and it was like $16.99 for pancakes. I was like, bro, that's like 3 cents worth of flour.
Hey, look, everybody's trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? Now I know what the saying is. but do you have to make it off me? And the answer is yes. Okay, a resounding yes. That is the answer. But let us know if y'all gonna be going to Casa Bonita. If you're in the Colorado, if you're in Colorado, the Denver area, have you put your VIP notice in? Or you can just call ladies out there. Just dial Corey up, send him a message. He'll take you out there on a date. All right,
Baby, I got the Casa Bonita VIP card.
yeah, there you go.
That's better than the Amex Black.
Yeah, how many dudes can you say has that? Okay, you know what I'm saying. This is an exclusive club. So, so we're gonna jump into some of the trailers that Corey had for us as far as horror. Seeing how we are coming up on Halloween, it's right around the corner, or what I like to call it, Slutoween. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when all the women get about butt naked, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just okay. They can walk around, and look like hoes, and it's all good. So I mean, and I'm fine with it. I'm not out here hating on them at all. But the first one we're going to look at is the Terrifier 3. And so this is a part of the Terrifier series. Oh, what? My man's named isn't his name Art? Art the Clown, isn't that right?
Something like that. But here's the thing.
Name.
He seems to have. He
Yeah,
he
Art
died.
The Clown, I am right. Yeah.
He died in the second one, and he seems to have just come back. And he died in the first one, and he died in the second one too, didn't he?
Allegedly, sure. I haven't actually seen these.
I think I just seen the second one, and
okay. Well, actually, they say that Art the Clown, his first movie that he was actually in was All Hallows Eve. That's a 2013 film, but that's the first film that Art the Clown is in. It's not named The Terrifier, but it is the first film that he's in, All Hallows Eve, which was made in 2013. Now, these are movies that you can kind of, you can do like that. You can watch them right quick. It's like you watching an episode of Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm saying? Rings of Power. Hour and 23 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But that used to be a good runtime. You know what I'm saying? A very good runtime. Get right to the point, end the movie, okay? And we can move on. Because sometimes they draw it out now, and the stuff they put in the middle is not very interesting. So when it comes to slasher films, I don't really think that they need to be that long. Hour 30 minutes is about tops of what you need. Maybe the Saw movies, maybe you need a little bit more because they're a little bit more psychological. What do you think, Corey?
Okay, so that's a funny statement that you just made about Saw movies being more intellectual.
Mm-hmm.
I would call them pseudo-intellectual.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But we're trying to make a statement, an overall statement, as opposed to it just being, okay, this guy's just out here.
It's so funny because
killing folks.
I actually recently, within the past 6 months or so, I watched all the Saws in a row, and it was hilarious the manner in which they extended each movie, right?
It got out there.
They got out there, and it would go back to the last film, and it would show a scene, and then just on the, if you were to extend that scene by a minute, you'd see that he was talking to this person who was really his accomplice in that one, right? And so it was like they reverse threaded shit through past movies, and it was like, wait, what? You rewriting history, motherfuckers? What are you doing here?
Oh yeah, there ain't no doubt about it. So this is the Terrifier series has actually became more of a cult classic.
Well, it's weird because I don't know anything about the character, but he does weird shit. He makes weird faces, and then he does shit. He jumps down in the chair and sits there, and then he pulls out a knife.
Say anything?
No, nothing.
Yeah, he didn't say anything. Yeah, he's just the Terrifier. That's pretty much it. That's who he is. He's Art the Clown, the Terrifier. So let's go ahead and let's jump over into the Terrifier number 3. We're gonna let this trailer roll out right now.
He survived the most famous serial killer since Jack the Ripper. the 5-year anniversary is coming up. I think a lot of people would really like to hear from you after all this time. Want to know what it's like to be in the presence of that kind of evil. What goes through your brain when he's close enough to you. You feel his breath. I saw him today.
Who? How can you be sure it was really him?
I could feel it.
Who's this Santa? He's scaring my kid.
Yeah, he's scaring me too.
Hey, Santa's handing out presents!
Why would he come back here? Even if he was alive, which he isn't. Wouldn't you want to get as far away from here as possible, as far away from you?
We both know this isn't over. I have to go back to the Terrifier.
It's still buried there, isn't it?
Might be the only thing that could stop them.
Chris Jericho.
I've seen that.
Looking forward to the best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smiles, and laughter.
That chick's cute. She's like a Walmart Jenna Ortega.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that's the Terrifier 3 right there. Expecting gruesome kills as always. I have seen some people review these movies before. They said Terrifier 2 has some extremely gruesome kills. I even heard some people saying some people were throwing up and leaving the theater. I'm like, I mean, was it that bad? Was it that rough? That's what they're saying. What they say, I think they said the bedroom scene. They said there was a bedroom scene that was extremely terrible as far as the amount of gore and everything. But Art the Clown has became a cult icon as far as in the horror genre. I've had a whole lot of people that I've seen. I follow a couple of people on TikTok who talk about some horror movies, and I've actually not watched that many horror movies as of late. You know, a lot of them kind of get samey. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just,
well,
once you have the originals, you like, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers. You like. Mm-hmm.
However, I kind of see this Terrifier as a kind of paradigm shift in horror. And you might say, but how? It's exactly the same as all the other shit, right? And you'd be correct. But I think it's because we're at a point, because there's no point to his killing. There's no backstory to his killing. There's no rhyme or reason to the killing. There's no identification. He just kills and that's it, and moves on. And there's nothing to have closure with. So you could have 50 of these fucking movies. He can die in every one, always come back, and there's no explanation to anything. None. Yeah. Zero explanation. And
not like Freddy Krueger. Almost like Freddy Krueger.
Well, no, but Freddy Krueger had a big backstory with his mother, and got to like Freddy 5, and mother got raped in a madhouse and all that stuff. So you end up getting all that, but you don't have any of that with Terrifier. And so
I'm just talking about him coming back, like Freddy Krueger.
Right. Oh yeah, like
back.
Or Jason, or Michael Myers, or the fucking anybody. But because you have the kind of comeback where it's like Scream, where it's a different person. It's my brother's uncle's cousin's going to get revenge, right?
Oh, they got way out there, bud.
Way the fuck out there.
I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do
it. Or then you have like Michael Myers, where no matter how many times you kill him or cut his head off or chop him into 20 pieces and mail him around the world, he always comes back, right? Like that's a different kind of thing. So, but I think the paradigm shift.
20 pieces and mail them around the world.
So
I mailed all those pieces around the world, and somehow he came back. Still, I have no idea how this happened. It's just like that, just as you said.
But when you right, but so when you drop the pretense, when you drop the backstory, and you have nothing but 2 hours of or an hour and 20 something minutes of explicit horror and a character that is terrifying, and you don't have to have a purpose anymore. You don't have to have this shows that horror movies don't need the backstory. Horror movies don't need anything but to be scary. They don't need they don't need a goddamn plot. They just need to scare you for 2 hours and have a creepy dude with a black dot on his nose come and get you and smile at you while he's doing it and make you laugh every once in a while. That is it. That is it. It is as simple as can be.
Well, you got to think about it. Like, okay, so Art the Terrifier, Art the Clown, he's kind of busted on the scene as almost like a horror icon. And it's been a while since we've had any new horror icons. All of our horror icons are all from the 80s. If you think about it, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger. That is your horror icons. Think of anybody else? I mean, that's
I would say, yeah, because there's Leatherface.
Okay, Texas Chainsaw to a lesser degree, though. You know what I'm saying?
But he was the first.
Yeah, but he's not even talked about in the same light as those other ones, though. Even though they've made some additional movies,
you're correct. You are correct. It's a different flavor.
He's not talking about. Yeah, he's not
a
talking
different
about
kind
it in
of
the same light.
He doesn't get killed and come back, kind of thing.
No, he rarely he never gets killed. Usually,
yeah, never.
The people
killed.
usually just get away. They usually just get away. And so he's just kind of at that bumfuck house. You know what I'm saying? If you don't go near the bumfuck house, you could. You know what I'm saying? But as far as your horror icons, like when somebody says Freddy Krueger, you're like Nightmare on Elm Street. I know. You know what I'm saying? There's been
I saw that in the movies.
Other.
My dad took me to movies to see that when I was like 7 or 8 years old.
Oh! I got the collection. I got the whole collection of the original, the OGs.
My dad took me
OG collection.
His fucked up movies.
Well, my mom watched that stuff too, so I was watching them kind of young.
It was different back then. They didn't think that, having kids see chicks get murdered and raped on the fucking big screen would affect them at all.
Yeah, they also didn't put you in the booster seat when you were fucking 20. Look, and I mean, that's another thing they didn't do. But yeah, one thing I noticed from the trailer, and Gen Z, I'm sorry, looks like there might be a sex scene in this one. Okay, I know Gen Z can't like no horror movies. I know all the old school ones because they always start off with somebody banging and they get killed. All right, whenever you see the two young students, it's like high school students or college students. They in the woods banging, they in the shower banging. They somewhere risky and they banging. All
and
right?
If you see some titties, that chick is gonna die. That's how that goes.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So you got to see it in the 80s. There was a lot of titties in a lot of these movies for like no reason. You'd have a scene with totally had nothing, and all of a sudden it's titties in it. You're like, what? The 80s was different, man. The 80s was different.
Hey, Gen Z said that they don't want to see no titties. Okay.
What's because they're all faggots? Fuck them.
They said, man, sex in movies is so what were they trying? It was so unnecessary. I was like,
hey, Gen Z, let me remind you, that's the only reason that we exist on planet Earth, or to get out of bed in the morning. So everything else is fucking just, dressing, window dressing.
Yeah, that's right. Reproduce. That's the whole thing. That's why it's on your mind. That's why as males, when you look at the opposite sex, it's just like everything starts tingling in the back of your head. I mean, that's just it. Because it has to. That's what it takes for us to continue going. So
yes.
So it's okay. It's natural. It's natural. I know you think you deem it unnecessary. And what's crazy, they deem that unnecessary But then they're like, oh, women can do with their bodies what they want to, so they can whore out, do OnlyFans, all that. I was like, hold on a second. So you don't want the titties to be in the movie, but you say it's fine that the women whore themselves off on the internet.
I
and get
sense
paid
some
for it.
weird underlying guilt stuff going on there.
Yeah, I'm just.
Who are their parents? Are their parents boomers or are their parents my generation?
Ooh, Gen Z? They're not boomers. They got to be
Between this guy, I'm sorry, there's too much of a
they're
gap
right.
between boomers and Gen X. Way too much of a gap
Yeah,
between
they're
boomers and
Gen.
Gen X. There's like a 50-year gap there.
Yeah, it's Gen X. That's what it is. All the Gen Zs are Gen X kids,
My,
or yeah, from Gen X parents.
it's amazing how I have a decent amount of friends my age, and only a couple
Or
of them
if you,
got
or if you,
kids.
yeah, or if you were a millennial and you started early, you had to start real early, though, like high school early. You know. So that was an option there. So it looks like the Terrifier 3 is going to be a Christmas theme. Obviously, it's going to be Christmas time. Christmas coming early. It's going to be in theaters. I know the Terrifier, if I'm correct, those are usually in select theaters. I don't think it goes out nationwide usually. So, like if you're in New York, you'll be able to watch it. In California, about everywhere else, you won't be able to. So you'll have to be like in a major city. That's usually the way some of that stuff goes because, they have some of those like was it like indie films and stuff like that release in these bigger cities that everybody else doesn't get a chance to go watch if they wanted to.
We got a
So,
weird artsy fucking indie house here that gets stuff like that. They might have it here.
oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a weird place.
Area, they probably got something like that. They probably get some of those.
Oh yeah, they got a big time fucking faggy arts thing going on there.
We got you. All right, so Terrifier 3. Let us know if you watch the other. I might actually try to go watch some of those other ones, but I might have to. My girlfriend doesn't like horror movies per se. I don't know. Sometimes I can get her to watch some of that stuff. Like I got her to watch the was it Don't Breathe, which is like a little bit horror-esque jump scares. So sometimes I can get her to watch that stuff, but if it's just like too far out there. At one time she was like, man, I kept looking at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and I wanted to watch it, but I didn't want to dream crazy shit. Because she's watched about every movie on Netflix. Like on Sundays we usually watch a movie. And I'll go to Netflix and she's like, you might want to go somewhere else because I've watched like all of these. I'm like, damn. I'm like, some of these I want to see. Oh well. So that's the way it is. So Terrifier 3, let us know if you followed Art the Clown. Let us know your thoughts on Terrifier 3. We're going to jump over into the next one right now, which is Salem's Lot. This is based off the Stephen King book, correct?
Yes. And it's been made in a movie like 3 times already, but they all suck.
Yeah, isn't it a TV show too? Didn't it have
it was
TV
trash.
shows?
Like they've tried to redo. I don't understand what the deal is with this one. This is one that's actually a good story. It's like a Nosferatu kind of thing, and they fucking have botched it like fucking so many times. I can't believe they're even greenlighting it again.
Okay, I told you that we're intellectually bankrupt. I mean, I told you, but that's all we got. Is remakes and remodels. That's all we got, bro. New stuff. You seen what happened when they put something out new? It's called the Acolyte. It was bad. I was like, damn, just remake stuff, man, because y'all are struggling. That's all I know. So let's go over and let's take a look at Salem's Lot. Let's see if we got anything interesting here.
I've always written stories about things that are so terrible. You'll run away until your brain won't remember.
So why did you come back?
I'm here for research.
What exactly, though, are you researching?
I can see her lying back in her satin dress.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary in the lot recently?
Don't confess. Sundown, you're back.
There are some folks who've had some kind of unusual experiences.
tell us stories about this place.
You have no idea what you're getting yourself into, dear.
Danny, where are you?
Answer me.
This is not a disease you can catch.
Let me in.
If we don't fight back, they'll come for us eventually.
Things have gone bad in the lot now.
It's not safe!
Sundown, you better take care. If I find you've been creeping round my back step.
All right, so Salem Slot, October 3rd. We got us a vampire movie. And it looks
I
like
still
HBO
like
has
vampire
made-
movies, but it seems like the vampire theme has been bastardized over the years. I mean, the epitome of that being like Twilight with the glittery fucking fairy vampires.
I wanted to act like that didn't exist.
Yeah, but you know,
I
so
wanted to pretend that didn't exist. I don't
There was-
include that. When I talk about vampire movies, I don't put that as a
there was a couple movies where vampires could be out during the sun during the day in the sun, but they just didn't like it. It was like, oh, I don't like it. It was like
yeah, it kind of takes the mystique away. So the
Yeah.
Salem's Lot, how many times? Yeah, like okay, so I have an issue with beings or villains who were like pretty much unkillable, which is why I have an issue with aliens. I think that's my one issue because they're like, barring like you getting lucky, like you can't really kill them. They got acid for blood. They can sneak around. They can stab you in the back.
okay,
You
hang
know what
on
I'm
a second.
saying? The face
let's-
huggers.
Hey, you opened the door, so I'm going to walk through it. All right. So here's the problem. Aliens were really hard to kill in Alien 1, Alien 3, Alien 4, and Alien 5 and 6. They were not really hard to kill in Alien 2. Aliens, the awesome one, they were wasting aliens like fucking it was going out of style. You remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
I'll remember that for the rest of my life. They're just wasting aliens like it's fucking going out of style and the acid's melting everywhere. And then it's like they go back to the third one. They got one alien on a planet and they can't figure out how to kill the damn thing again. It's like,
I know it's like praying.
I recently tried to watch Alien 3 again. It's been years. And like the transition is just terrible. Like, it's like they couldn't get those actors back to finish off a continuation. And so the jump to Alien 3, where she's on the prison planet and like everyone dies off camera, it was a harsh transition. It was a really bad transition. So it almost didn't matter if the movie was any good after that. And it was okay. It wasn't bad. But once you have such a rocky transition, it didn't. Yeah, same thing. Like, what else was there? Another one was like that was Riddick. So you had Chronicles of Riddick, and then you had Riddick. And most people dogged on Chronicles of Riddick, but I thought it was a great action movie. I thought it was really good. And so I did. Everyone hated it, but I thought it was really good, especially at the time. And I watched it recently. It somewhat holds up in some spots. But again, that one. It goes from a great movie to a good ending where he's the king of the fucking baddies to like the third one. They skip over like all this stuff and he gets dumped on a planet and they're hunting him again as he's like by some bounty hunters. And it's like, what? Like, how are you going to do that? You're just going to fucking abruptly change the story. And that's exactly what Aliens did. And I don't know how the fuck we got talking about Aliens, but yeah. So when movies do that shit, it's not cool at all.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. And I think that's what I end up having a issue with. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10. But it looks like the let's see what we got here. The original Salem's Lot was a mini series in 1979, and then we had looks like we had the movie A Return to Salem's Lot in 1987. And then from what I'm seeing here, they did another mini series in 2004, which was Salem's Lot. That had Rob Lowe in it. Dang, Rob Lowe was in that thing. That was a TNT special. Oh, okay. So it's been 20 years from what I'm seeing here. So
From the last remake.
I guess that's yeah. Since the remake of the remake. So I think that's a pretty good time. And
this one looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like the graphics look good. The spookiness level looks there. I mean, this one looks okay.
This one's an HBO original. So I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as all the streaming services, HBO usually makes the best stuff. Like hands down, it's usually not close. To be honest,
So
I don't know if they just got a bevy of better writers or whatever over there, or they just choose better. But usually their stuff is pretty solid.
So here's the problem I have with streaming these services as opposed to watching HBO or Max on cable TV is that I'm pretty sure that they didn't carry over any of their nudie movies from the middle of the night that they always had on HBO and Max. None of those are on demand.
Oh
are
yeah.
I used to stay up late when I was like 12 just to watch that stuff.
The softcore.
Softcore, man. When you're 12, it's the best stuff ever.
Yeah. Man, so let me stay and watch some softcore. Let me see what we got going on. Yeah, I don't think you can stream any of that. You need to call HBO up. It's like, hey man, where's your catalog of your softcore?
Well, it was amazing because like I don't know if I don't know where they would fucking have that stuff, where you would even see that stuff today. But back in the 80s and I guess the 90s, not so much, but mostly the 80s, there were movies that were made strictly for a low budget to be played on Skinemax in the middle of the night to show some titties. Like that was the whole point of it. And like it was a thing. You don't get that anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. God, I want to go back in time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, I don't know where that stuff's archived at. Somebody has an archive of it though. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere. So yeah, Salem's Lot, vampire movies, if done right, can be very good. I want to say the last one that I haven't seen Voyage of the Demeter yet, or Dedemir. Is that right? I need to watch that.
Oh my God, you didn't see that?
No, I hadn't seen it yet.
Oh, it was good.
That one.
It was good.
I need to watch that one. The last one that really
we watched that one with the little girl vampire.
Yeah, Abigail. That was actually pretty good. That was pretty solid. And the one with golly, where they were in Alaska and they had 30 Days of Night.
Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah, but that was solid though. I thought that was a solid vampire movie. So we'll see what we got going on right here at Salem's Lot. That'll be on HBO Max from the looks of it. So if you've got that service, you'll be able to stream that particular movie when it comes out October 3rd. And so we might take a look at that and see if we can cover that. See if we got something good here. If HBO hit a home run on that one. Before we jump over and just have a little discussion about a few things, I just want to show you this one right quick, Corey. Seeing how you have the horror element coming up in this particular episode, and we've got a character or a movie that is set in the Pooniverse. Okay, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey universe.
Oh.
And so they've got a whole list of movies in the Pooniverse. Okay. So I'm gonna show you this one right here. It's Peter
So
Pan's.
how many have there been
Mhm.
so far? There's only been 2 so far, right?
Yeah, it's just been Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. I think from what I understand, it's gonna be which I'm gonna show you this one, Peter Pan's Neverland, which they made a trailer for. Bambi, The Reckoning, Pinocchio Unstrung, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 3, and then Monsters Unite. I think they're gonna have a Unite where like all of them are in the same movie. So this went from like a meme to like people actually spending money on it. So it's wild. So let's just take a look at the Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. Let's take a look at that right now.
Wakey, wakey. Peekaboo.
How did you get down there?
Hi, Peter. It's nice to meet you.
When Tim went missing, what do you remember?
He's close to Neverland, and he must act now to take the children with him.
It's time to collect.
Oi, freak! You gonna pay for that?
Hi, Peter. Do you know what I have?
Don't worry about Michael. I'm gonna take him to Neverland.
So if you need a hand.
Wow.
Who wants to come to Neverland with me? It's my duty to send the kids to Neverland and protect them from this world.
In a place where you can be a little boy for the rest of your existence.
Give him to me!
Marco.
Hello.
Marco.
Hello.
So there it is, Corey.
That's creeping me out.
Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, part of the Pooniverse. All right. That kind of gave me. I don't know if you've seen the movie The Black Phone with Ethan Hawke.
I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it.
It's actually a really good movie. I did get my girlfriend to watch that with me. But it seems like this is going to be, well, there's probably going to be some fantastical element of this particular person, but it seems to be more based in somebody who is a child predator in this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it kind of seems like. But it looks like it's well produced. You know what I'm saying? The Pooniverse is getting some money. They're getting some money poured in it now. So that might be something of note there for horror fans out there. So let us know. Actually, let us know if you've seen Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and Blood and Honey 2. If y'all have checked those out. I know the first one was so low budget. It said it hurts your eyes. So I might try some of these things. I'm about to check out on the sly. So I might try to check some of these things out on the sly. So I can get a good idea of what we've got going on here. I used to watch horror stuff all the time, but like I said, I kind of fell off on that. Halloween's upon us, so let us know if you have any other Halloween movies that are coming out that y'all are finding intriguing. We'll try to take a peek at them, see if we got anything of note there. Right now, as far as anything original, that's kind of the only thing you're getting that's original that may be any good right now. Could you say that, Corey? Is the is the horror genre.
Yeah, because it's the most honest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the most honest. So
yeah, they actually did
as
a
long as
movie right
motherfuckers
here
die, it's all
recently.
good.
What was it? I think it is it a history of violence. I think that's the name of the movie.
That's got Aragorn from fucking Lord of the Rings in it.
Yeah, yeah, okay,
Is it
yeah.
the one where he's Russian mob? Is that where he's a Russian mob?
No, no, no. I'm sorry. In a Violent Nature. I'm sorry. In a Violent Nature. That's the one. I'm sorry. Yeah, In a Violent Nature, and that's actually the whole movie is shot from the perspective of the serial killer. So that one's recent, and some people said there was some pretty good kills in that one. So that's more of an original take as far as the movies go. You usually don't see it from the perspective of the actual killer themselves. So it looks like the horror genre is trying to step it up. Maybe the Pooniverse give us something worthwhile when their budget increase. So we'll see what we got there. The Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare looks like it could be a potential banger. You know what I'm saying? Or at least a cult classic, because that's what a lot of these turn into. Maybe they don't make that much
Right.
money in the theater, but like after the fact, it becomes a cult, kind of like a Donnie Darko. Which when you watch that movie, when you get to the end of it, you will wish that you wouldn't have watched it. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's like, I'm like, what did I just watch? When I got to the end of it, somehow this man just sent the damn engine of a damn airplane through his bedroom to kill him. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea what I just looked at, and that's what you'll feel like when you watch it. Okay, this dude just sitting around smiling goofy all the time at this rabbit. You're like, okay, it's probably something that you need to be on some type of narcotics to watch. so, so let us know about all that stuff. So, Corey, we're gonna jump over right quick, and we're gonna talk a little bit, just briefly, right here about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay, we do know that Robert Downey Jr. has been given the gig as Doctor Doom. They have moved away from Kang the Conqueror, that particular storyline, because of Jonathan Majors
So they're done with that. It's over.
legal woes. Yeah, yes, pretty much it. I said they should have recast him. The black guy who played the High Evolutionary in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 would have worked just fine. He had a purple suit. He used gravitational force from the suit, just like Kang the Conqueror did. I was like, y'all could just roll with him, okay, and not just like doo doo on your entire thing. But they just said, fuck it. We're still gonna stay in the multiverse, which is kind of Kang's thing, but we're just gonna take Kang out of it. All right, even though we've got all this shit leading up to Kang. We've got an entire Loki series. You know what I'm saying? A season 1 and 2. We've got Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania, so they went away from that. So Robert Downey Jr. returning to the MCU as Doctor Doom. Do you feel this is this a thumbs up, that this was a good thing? This is what the MCU needed? Or
Well,
is
is
it
he gonna have a mask on the whole time?
Probably not. When they introduced him at the Comic Con, his mask was on and he took it off, and everybody seen it was Robert Downey Jr.
I mean, I just honestly, I just feel like that was a cop out. That was just. I mean, he's going to get a chunk of money. They know he's going to be good. They know it's going to be good. I'm assuming they're trying to take it at face value and not have any holdovers from Iron Man or anything. But that was such an important character. I don't see how this can even be part of the same universe.
Yeah, that's going to be my issue. With this is the fact that how are you going to explain Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom? Like, it's going to have to be some type of multiversal thing in order for that to work.
I don't even think they're going to do that. I think it's going to be a suspension of disbelief issue.
You think so? So that because you have people who were still in the MCU as far as the characters who would know Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. So when they see him, they're gonna be like, oh damn, Tony Stark's back, and they'd be like, no, I'm Victor Von Doom, and it's just gonna like if you pick these movies up 20 years later with a new generation, and they go through and they watch all the way from Phase 1, and they watch all the way to when Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man dies in the last Avengers movie. And then all of a sudden, Robert Downey Jr.'s they go through the Kang thing, like, okay. Then they get Robert Downey Jr.'s back, and there's no explanation. He's just Doctor Doom now. They're gonna be like, what? I mean, it's what you're gonna kind of be like. Like, did I miss something?
He's supposed to just pretend that it's not him.
Is that what we're going for?
I believe that's what they're going for.
The pretend. I don't think they should have brought Robert Downey Jr. back because he had such an iconic role as Iron Man. Like at all, like it's kind of like, oh, we're gonna bring Chris Evans back, to play somebody else except Captain America.
Right.
I know he was the Human Torch years ago, but
right, that was a totally different
we talk about
universe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But as far as the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like you don't bring Chris Evans back to play anything else. I know they did like a meme of it in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. He is in that as the Human Torch. In that particular movie, he reprises that role. But bringing them back as something else, I think it would be lazy. And I think one of the issues that we're going to have with these Avengers movies is who's going to be doing the Avenging. Help me out here, Corey.
That's not a rhetorical question.
What's the lineup look like? Okay, you got to we got a lineup here of Avengers. Okay,
is it like a bunch of diversity hires and a tranny or two, or something like that?
I mean, the true lineup.
Oh, and Ant-Man, and throw Ant-Man in there. He's an Avenger now, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if they're going to bring Scott Lang back no more. They might be done with Scott Lang. They might just bring his daughter back. You know what I'm saying?
Daughter, the chick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lily, what's her face?
Yeah, that's I can't remember her name because she was it was insignificant, but she's the one who opened the portal to the quantum realm.
Okay. Here, let me comment real quick on her. I hate that bitch. I hate that bitch. You know why I hate that bitch? Because she was on Supernatural for many years, and her character was such a fucking pain in the goddamn ass. She was the strong, independent woman character on Supernatural before that existed in the fucking zeitgeist. You know what I mean? It was, yeah, I've never liked that actress ever. She's not even attractive. Like, she's pseudo attractive. So
man says pseudo. Man said a slow Tuesday, I take it. But
you ever look at a chick and like on paper, it's like, you damn, like all your proportions are there. You should be hot. I mean, on paper, you should look really good, but like, you just I just don't want to hit it. Like, did you ever see chicks like that? It's weird. I can't explain it.
Oh man, oh boy, hey, look, there needs to be a study put into that. Let me see if I can make me a TikTok or something. I mean, y'all ever run across that chick that you look at and you're like, boy, everything's there for it to be a hot woman, but you're like, I don't want no parts of it. It said, Nick, I don't even want it. If she came up and said you can have it right now, I'd be like, man, I'm good. I appreciate you, but line up. So I guess we're gonna have to have Spider-Man. They got to put Spider-Man in there. Damn.
Spider-Man 4.
Thor be in it. Yeah, he's going to have
okay. So Thor pissed off the Illuminati really bad or something, because he has been in a multi-movie humiliation ritual arc.
Yeah, he's been a goofball. He's been goofy.
They have been doing that to he fucked someone's daughter or fucked someone's wife or something, And instead of just ruining his career outright, they are putting him through some sort of fucking humiliation ritual forever. Like, I'm telling you, that's what's happening, because that's his career, to make a fool of himself forever. And he was like one of the biggest, baddest, strapped, best looking guys in Hollywood, period. And now he's like a fat. Whenever I think of him, I think of Fat Thor drinking beer, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
he's
and what did he
became
do
a
after
meme.
that? What was the fucking? He did another movie after that where that fucking he was in Mad Max. He looked like a fucking moron. That character he played in Mad Max was like the dude. So yeah, he pissed somebody off and he's got the shit roles for like a decade or something. I don't know what the fuck happened. Lost a bet. Fucking who knows? But yeah, the humiliation ritual is very real.
Okay, so we got Spider-Man, we've got Thor, we've got is he the Falcon or is he actually Captain America?
You see, if Marvel had good writers, you wouldn't have to ask that question.
Yeah, I know. You know what? When they made the Falcon and the Winter Soldier movie, not the movie, but the TV series, what would have made that really intriguing? And I could be like, okay, yeah, he's Captain America. If somehow he would got captured, experimented on, and they forced him to take the super soldier serum, like against his will, because as it stands right now, he's not super. You know what I'm saying? He's just the Falcon. Like he shouldn't have the shield. Okay,
He ain't got any serum. He ain't got any serum in him, is what you're saying.
Yeah, there ain't no serum, so it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Falcon's
It's
not
like
going to be able to go to
non-alcoholic
toe
beer.
Yeah,
like light cigarettes.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go grab me an O'Doul's today. You're like, for what? Yeah, I said I want that nasty beer taste with none of the side effects. I mean, golly. Which a beer at the correct temperature is actually extremely tasty. It does need to be chilled thoroughly though. But yeah, so we got Falcon or Captain America, whichever one he wants to be that day. So that's three of them. I guess Shang-Chi got to be an Avenger.
Who?
Even though he hadn't. Shang-Chi.
Who?
Shang-Chi, man. You know what I'm talking about.
He was
talking about who?
Yeah, fuck that guy. They damn Ling-Lings.
Godly. Yeah,
they had no Ling-Lings in the Avengers.
So we got Shang-Chi. All right, so he got to be in there. He's the only one that can whoop somebody's ass right now. Well, Spider-Man, he could whoop some ass.
Stupid rings.
Or he could let them 10 rings, which they were going to tie to Kang, which I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with him now. I mean,
bro, I don't even know what those things do, but I was at the sex shop and they had them 10 rings. So what the fuck is he playing with them motherfucking things for?
Oh my God, man. He said, man said he's seen him at the sex shop. Come on now. Shang-Chi's 10 rings at the sex shop. Oh, man. That's not a bad idea. We'd probably make some money off that. Hey, don't steal our ideas, okay? I'm copywriting it, patenting it on live. I'm patenting it live right now, okay? Shang-Chi's 10 rings, okay? 10 cock rings. So we got Shang-Chi. Who else we're gonna have? Ooh, I think I heard some rumblings that they were gonna recruit She-Hulk. I'm like, to do what? The fuck the men?
She's gross.
Yeah. Damn, Corey.
I don't know how anybody could ever watch that series and then ever fuck that woman ever again.
Damn, man, it's a downhill from there.
She meets the guy. She's like, okay, we can date, but you can't ever watch She-Hulk.
Yes. Who else we got, Corey? They're not going to have anybody from the Eternals in it. And it's a weak lineup, man.
It's like Captain Marvel or whatever that bitch's name is.
Oh damn! I just was gonna say that she bitches and complains all the time. They're gonna have hit her and Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel. Oh man, this lineup ain't beating nobody.
Okay,
Like this is a
they
bad
just
lineup.
need.
I
They
guess
want
the
to have a.
Fantastic Four.
They want to have a hit Avengers. They just need to get Sydney Sweeney in there.
She's already in some. She's in the Sonyverse. Madam Web.
She had great tits. They should put her in everything. They'll save her
Okay, well, that's
whatever
fair.
horrible movie they got going on.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So, who did I say last? Who did I say last? I can't think of. Um, it's just a bad lineup. You know what I'm saying? So like, I got to suspend belief now. Maybe they'll bring Hawkeye back. I don't know if he can play anything anymore when he got ran over by that damn snowplow. I don't know what the
I
fuck
think
he was
he's
doing there.
no, he's hanging out with Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. Get run over by a damn snowplow. They're not gonna bring. I wouldn't think they bring Wanda back. Scarlet Witch.
Hey, whenever somebody needs to make like a part 7 of something, they always call The Rock. So you never know, he could show up.
He's Black Adam, which is crap. God, Corey, like this
There's nothing
lineup's
left.
not good. I guess, maybe they're gonna throw the Fantastic Four in there, but I don't think they were ever Avengers, though. Were
No, they need to make some shit like fucking Werewolf by Night. They need to make some of the horror stuff because it's Halloween time. You dumb shits.
They can't, man. They can't make a Blade movie, which is a vampire killing vampires. They can't even make that. Corey, the man signed in 2019. But we about in 2025. They ain't no movie yet. They can't even make a Blade movie. This is a simple script. Make it badass, make it brutal. Yes, there's gonna have to be blood. Okay, just get over it. Some heads gonna have to be cut off and all kind of stuff. Probably a few curse words. I know it sounds maybe a scene with some sex in it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But vampires are about the art of seduction. It's like, bro, they can't even do that. So they can't have Blade in it because they ain't never gonna be able to make that movie. And Marshall Ali, he gonna be 60. They still be talking about, hey man, you ready to make that movie? He's like, no, I'm old, dude. No, so the problem that I believe they're gonna have is the lineup that they're gonna have in there going up against Doctor Doom, which is which I'm assuming that they're probably gonna make the Fantastic Four part of the Avengers, or at least teaming up with them. Boy, I seen your nose furl. I mean, it's just that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, unless they're going to shock us with something, but I don't see nothing on the horizon. I know they're making the Thunderbolts movie, but nobody gives a shit about that. Matter of fact, what they should have did was just made Bucky Captain America and stop fucking around. That's what made the most sense. I don't know what they were doing there, seeing how he's actually like a super soldier. But we had to give it to the black man. I know in some of the comments they did it, but damn, Bo. I mean, let's just skip that shit. He was already the Falcon. So yeah, so it's gonna be a little lackluster, I believe, on the superhero side, and we've got to figure out a way to get them to mesh all together. Um, so that's gonna be there's really no lead up of them getting together because you remember in the early phases where Tony Stark was going and at the end of the movie he would go up or Samuel L. Jackson would come up and say, hey, we're starting an initiative or whatever. At the end of every movie that you had, when you had Iron Man, you had Thor, all that, he would show up somewhere at the end to get everybody together. So we're gonna have to have a get together moment, and they haven't been doing that in any of the films. I guess Doctor Strange, he'll be in it. So yeah, so I think there's going to be some challenges there because they didn't really release a movie this year. I don't count Deadpool and Wolverine as a complete Marvel cinematic universe product. So I think they're going to have some pitfalls there. Yes, you got Robert Downey Jr. back, but is that going to be enough? What do you think?
So definitely not 100% no. But one of the problems that fucking Marvel is that they failed to cash in on opportunity. So the years ago, they had a spin-off company called Marv, M-A-R-V, and they put out the Kick-Ass movies. They put out a couple other movies. I forget what else they did, but not much, but a couple things. Did you see Kick-Ass?
Yes, I watched Kick-Ass. It's one of my favorite movies.
Me too.
I love the Kick-Ass series.
Love it. Love it. Absolutely. I even have the Kick-Ass 3 comics of the movie that never got made. Phenomenal shit. And they never capitalized on promoting that stuff or building it out or having an alternative line of comic book based stuff that is not mainstream. Didn't have to have a $300 million fucking budget. Could have could have a $50 to $100 million budget to bring in $200 to $300 million. You know what I mean? Like, like I said before, every goddamn film kept trying to be bigger than the last, and that's not the secret to success. It's not the secret to success to be bigger than the last. You just want to have a lot of movies.
Be consistent. You need to be consistent. Well, here's the issue. You talk about phase in the early phases of Marvel. You talk about some cinematic masterpieces, I believe. Captain America and the Winter Soldier. You can talk about hand-to-hand combat. My God, dude. I mean, that movie was awesome. Captain America, Civil War, a banger. Both of the Avengers Infinity War movies. I thought Age of Ultron was good. With what was at stake. The first Avengers movie with Loki, but it kind of picked up some. Black Panther movie was a banger. So I mean, like you had banger, but they were consistency. They weren't quote unquote trying to be quote unquote bigger. It was a cohesive story, but it was just consistent. As far as bringing you good plot, good writing, good action, character development, and things of that nature. So I think that's just what they need to get back to. They probably need to kind of scrap some of this nonsense. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you some. I'm gonna show you some nonsense right quick that a couple people are saying about the new Agatha Harkness TV show, which I'm not sure why they made a Agatha Harkness TV show. Agatha all along. I'm not sure why they made this. I'm pretty sure there was something else that they could have made. They could have gave us another Werewolf by Night and not made this. I know it's Halloween season and she's a witch, but it's like the whole premise of this show is, of course, Scarlet Witch stripped of her powers in WandaVision, and so she's trying to regain them back. That is the premise of the new series Agatha all along. And I've heard some rumblings that Mephisto's going to be in it. But let me show you this right quick about what they're saying about the Agatha Harkness TV show that's coming out right now. Let me get her right up here.
That Agatha is the gayest project Marvel has ever done. Agree?
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Why is it?
You'll see.
Yeah, why?
But I think witches are queer inherently just because we are outcast and like set aside for many reasons. And I think this show shows a really good representation of different types of people and that we can all use the power we have to like go forth and be great.
Fuck your gay politics. Look, these people can go suck all the dicks they want. I really don't care. I don't want to hear about your politics, though. Really, fuck off.
Yeah, so like, there's a TV show that came out recently with that they said it's the gayest or something. Oh yeah, that Star Wars Acolyte. It's the gayest Star Wars ever. How'd that go? It's like, dude, my God, man, just there's been lesbians in movies before. There's been gay men in movies before, but they didn't just like center around that to just throw it in your face and just make sure, hey, I just want to make sure you know that we're all gay.
Like Sturge from fucking Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Normal. This is normal in a movie.
Yeah, it was gay, but it won't. I mean, it was hilarious the way it was portrayed and all that stuff. So it wasn't like
Yeah, it wasn't a big
it
deal.
wasn't like, hey, look at me. Hey, I want to let y'all know. Hey, I'm in the camera. Hey, you see me? I'm gay. Hey, just let y'all know this is gay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, dude, calm down. We get it. Okay, just settle down. But that just seems to be the running theme right now, for everything Disney. So it kind of gives you the bad taste there. So no doubt, probably the Ag of the Heart in this TV show is going to be pretty bad. But it just is what it is. Okay, they're kind of bankrupt. So Corey, this year we're gonna discuss our final topic, then close things out. The $1 Billion Club. Okay, $1 Billion Club. So I'm gonna bring up the uh, highest grossing movies this year. Movies of 2024. Okay, and let's see what we got here. All right, so we got Box Office with Mojo. So let's bring this up so everybody can see it. As we discussed this, we usually try to do this at least once a year. So $1 Billion Club. We've got this year. We had Inside Out 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine. Despicable Me almost reached there. It had 940 million. But we've had two movies this year that has broke $1 billion. Okay. We've got some other movies up here that has made some pretty good money. I need to see what their budgets are. But as far as I'm actually surprised Dune Part 2 didn't get $1 billion. I would have felt with the amount of hype around that thing, I felt like that would have that would have gotten to $1 billion. So that's actually that's actually pretty interesting. Godzilla X Kong, it rounded out the top 5. It's actually not been a
What's
great
surprising?
year
Like,
for movies.
I ain't heard shit about the new Beetlejuice, and you'd think that would have been a big old blockbuster, but I heard nothing about that fucking thing.
Well, I think right now it's in the clear as far as making money. I believe. I think they did it for 100 million. That particular movie. Um, but we see some of the movies up here. I didn't really hear much about Twisters, but it did
Scroll
pretty.
down.
I guess it did pretty well, huh?
Scroll down.
Oh, scroll down a little bit more.
Detective Conan. What the fuck is that?
The $1 Million Pentagram. I don't know.
Oh, I'm intrigued now.
What is this? This looks like an anime. Huh. Yeah, France and Spain ain't under that shit over here in the U.S. But hey, it made over 100 million. Let's see what else we got up here. I don't know. This year's been pretty rough as far as movies go. So we only got 2 this year that was in the $1 Billion Club, which you feel like that with the rise of inflation, you would have more movies
Yeah.
getting towards the billion. You know
It
what I'm
just
saying?
goes to show you how many less people are going. I mean, the last time I went to the movies, I think I paid, I want to say $16.
$16.
I think I paid $16. What the fuck did I see?
Okay.
I don't even remember what the fuck it was. It wasn't worth it. Whatever it was. Nothing's ever worth it.
Okay, yeah. And Chris Hill, I'm with you on the Deadpool and Wolverine, which that's coming out on Disney Plus October 1st, so you'll be able to check that out, Corey. But I'm with you on Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, it made a whole bunch of money because of what it is. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. Him reprising the role of Wolverine being in a classic costume. I think that's what got more butts in the seat. But when you actually go through the movie itself, it actually came up short for me, to be honest. But nevertheless, it did make a whole bunch of money because of nostalgia and things of that nature.
I gotta be
So
honest,
I'm
man.
just
My favorite thing
Mhm.
that Ryan Reynolds ever did is his Mint Mobile commercials.
Mint Mobile. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. Yeah,
That
yeah, the old
motherfucker.
Mint Mobile.
So that motherfucker bought into Mint Mobile for like $30 million and sold his share to T-Mobile for like 300 million or something like that.
Oh yeah, he's I think he's done that quite with a few businesses.
He's a baller at this point.
Yeah, he's doing well. So Corey, I'm going through I'm looking through this list of what we've got coming up to see if we've got anything else. And I know Chris Hill said when are y'all going to partner with you two to make it easier for me to send you my money? Well, I got a long way to go before they let me partner. I ain't gonna lie to you.
YouTube sucks. They ain't
That
never gonna
shit,
give us. They ain't never gonna partner us with us to do that ever.
yeah, that shit's a whole lot harder than what people think. But they go and they start reviewing your stuff and all. But if you got a couple things out of line, they just go on and nix you. But it's all good. We've got links and things of that nature.
I mean, a couple
Pinned
swastikas.
in
Next
the
thing you know, you're banned forever. It's crazy.
yeah, I know. And I just want to also shout out End Imperialism. He want to know who was that gay ginger that you were talking about on Supernatural. Do I need to look her name up? The one that you can't stand.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm tired. I don't remember who I was talking about.
Oh, let me look her up. Let me look her up. This is for you, in imperialism, so you know. Oh, Catherine Newton.
Yeah, that's her.
Catherine Newton. Yep. So that's the one. Looking through this, Corey, I'm trying to. They've got an animation coming out, Transformers One. Do
Right.
you think the nostalgia factor of that? You think
No.
that could get to a billion? No.
No, that
P,
can't get to
it's a
that
P,
can't get to 200 million.
it's a PG movie, and it's an hour and 44 minutes, so it's PG.
Yeah, no one's
So
gonna
that
go see
might be
that.
it might be able to get some. Man, say ain't nobody going to go see it. Okay. So let's see what else we got up here. Whew. All right. Okay. Joker, Folle Do. The first movie made a billion. You think they could? Now I've heard some reviews that were bad. I've heard some bad reviews about the first Joker. My girlfriend actually. Oh, well,
I didn't
about the
like it. It
second
was too
Joker.
grim and weird.
I enjoyed the first Joker. My girlfriend loved it.
And he kept laughing. The movie made me feel strange. It made me feel like somebody just touched me. I don't want to see it again.
Inappropriately
It
touched me.
was dark, man. It was like how I picture,
Yeah, it was.
like vomiting in the fucking alley behind the subway. Like, that's what the movie made me feel like.
It was straight gritty. You know what I'm saying? Gritty, nasty. That's what some folks' lives look like when it's all collapsing. You know what I'm saying? My favorite part of the damn movie is my man sitting there dancing and the damn gun falls out of his damn his damn pocket. It's like shit. Oh man, that's so great. I said, boy, he going downhill quick. So let's see what we got here. Whew. Oh goodness. Uh, damn. Okay. Well, Smile too. That's not gonna make a billion. Venom: The Last Dance. I don't think any of the Venom movies have made $1 billion.
I like Venom. They're not great, but they're entertaining.
Let's see how much. Let's see how much. How much has Venom movies made? Let me see what we got here. Okay, so the original Venom made 856 million, but then the Venom Let There Be Carnage dropped to 501 million. So this was probably going to drop as well. So that's not it. Um, let's see here. Boy, the rest of this year is
Dismal.
it's fucking terrible, man. I mean, like Like there's like nothing coming out. Gladiator 2.
Oh, that looks like
Gladiator
shit.
2. No, November 20. Could that get $1 billion?
Fuck that
Gladiator
movie.
2.
No, it'll get $10.
What's the Gladiator make? Let's see what the original Gladiator made. So in 2000, the original Gladiator made 466 million. Okay. Damn, in 2000, the original Gladiator had a $103 million budget. Shit. Yeah, boy, they spent some money on that thing. It was serious. Moana 2. Moana 2. Animation, I think that could get to $1 billion. I think that one could.
What?
Disney animation. Which is, I mean, that's not really adult theme, but we're talking about something that's going to get to $1 billion. A lot of times, you'll have those kids movies that get there, as we've seen from our top movies. Let's see what else we got. Craven the Hunter. Even though that looks good, I don't think it's going to get to $1 billion. I found it. Mufasa the Lion King. That will get to $1 billion. That's coming out December 20th.
No, it won't.
You don't think Mufasa the Lion King?
Who gives a fuck about that?
But I'm trying to put it out there for the.
Hey, let me make it really fucking clear. Ain't no movie hitting $1 billion because they all fucking suck. All right? It's a goddamn reality we got to come to grips with.
We got Nosferatu coming out December 25th. Ain't that Christmas Day?
December 25th.
Is Bill Skarsgård Nosferatu? He damn sure is. He's old Count Orlok.
Oh, no
I'll
shit.
Be damned.
Okay.
Bill Skarsgård's Count Orlok. Hey, well, maybe he'll do better because some people said that the new Crow movie, they said that shit's dead bird, tall grass. You know what I'm saying? You know what that means, right? Dead bird, tall grass. Nobody gives a fuck or knows that you did, all right? That's what that means. Hey, they just when they send them over, Stu, they just chew you up with the rest of the grass, Bo. That's what happens. So there will be no burial for you. But looks like Skarsgård's gonna be Count Orlok, which I think Skarsgård is gonna be like strictly in the almost in like the horror genre for the rest of his career because he's a weird looking dude.
Well, if you can get typecast into something like that, it's not a bad thing. And then once your career's over, you got an infinite amount of fucking expos that you can sign pictures at. So it's a good career move for sure.
Okay. Chris said the Red One starring The Rock. I seen that. I didn't know that was starring The Rock. Let's see. Red One. Oh, it's an action comedy. What's this? This looks like a Christmas movie. Okay. After Santa Claus, codenamed Red One, is kidnapped, North Pole's head security, Dwayne Johnson, must team up with the world's most infamous bounty hunter, Chris Evans. Oh, okay. So The Rock and Chris Evans, Lucy Liu.
Yeah, it could be all right. It could be
There's some
cute.
potential. J.K. Simmons is in it. Okay. So we
That
got
guy's
some
in
names
everything.
in there. Yeah, I know, but
J.K. Simmons is like the new Samuel Jackson.
But he's working. You know what I'm saying? He's working. So there may be something there. There could be something there. Billion, whew, boy, you got to perform well. The thing about getting to $1 billion is that you got to perform well the first weekend. Like you got to really nail it the first weekend. Which is the problem. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so yeah, Corey, I've named everything that could be of note. We have nothing coming out the rest of the year at all.
No.
It's like they ain't no Star Wars movie, they ain't no Marvel movie. There's like nothing of note. Like at all.
Correct.
Is cinema dead? Is cinema dead?
Yes. This was the plot.
Is it dying a
This
slow
was the
death?
plan. This is the plan that started with COVID. I'm telling you.
Oh man, dude. I've never seen this. I've never seen this barren of a release schedule. Because usually in December you get you get multiple bangers around that Christmas Eve. Maybe you won't think them as bangers, but usually there's some high grossing movies around that season. And they didn't care this year. Okay, they didn't care. Seeing how we couldn't find anything there, let me creep over to the next year and let's see if we got anything that jumps out at us. That might that's on the horizon that they talked about that might give us $1 billion. Captain America: Brave New World. That's February 14th, but I don't think it's gonna get $1 billion. The Smurfs movie that could. It's an animation. The DEI Verona's Romeo and Juliet. I think they got a black Juliet in this one.
Oh, and she's hideous. She's not even pretty at all.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
She ain't no Holly Berry, let me tell you.
Oh boy. Let's see. I know this sounds bad, guys, but I just keep going back to animations because that's the only ones I think that can make any money. Roblox movie.
Oh,
The Snow White.
What the fuck is up with that Minecraft movie with Jason Momoa and them fucking retarded pink square sheep?
Oh, I don't know, but it said Jason Momoa was acting like a dick on the set.
Oh, it's got a tranny in it and stuff, and a big fat black girl. It's a DEI Supreme. All right, here's the deal. Movies are supposed to show and set an example. Can we stop having fat people in movies, please? Like, fat people should have ended with John Candy.
Oh man, it's bad. Snow White's not going to. It's not making $1 billion. Okay, that's the Rachel Zegler one. They got a damn Mexican Snow White. Yeah, the Minecraft movie's 2025. I believe that could actually make $1 billion. Minecraft is
so
huge.
Stupid.
There's a yeah, I don't get it because it looks like shit, and I know it's for kids, man. So that's why I don't get it. Let's see here. Counting to Thunderbolts, which is Marvel. That's not gonna make $1 billion. Let's see here. What else we got? Mission Impossible 8. Could that be $1 billion?
No.
We've got an untitled Karate Kid movie. Maybe $1 billion. Probably not. Karate Kid. How to Train Your Dragon. I think that's gonna be $1 billion. Looks like that's gonna be a live action, but maybe that won't be $1 billion. If it's gonna be animation, then I might think differently. Megan 2.0, even though that's a cult following, it won't be $1 billion. Oh, Jurassic World Rebirth, that'll be $1 billion movie. Everybody goes watch the Jurassic Park movies. So I think that'd be $1 billion. Ooh, I forgot. We're gonna have the first iteration of the of James Gunn's DCU. Superman in July 11th, 2025. So it'll be right during the summer season. You think that one's $1 billion?
I don't know. I don't think anything should be $1 billion.
Oh, Corey, your movie right here. I never forgot what you did last summer.
Is that you? Are you joking?
No, it's coming out July 18th, 2025. Oh, holy shit. Okay. Fantastic Four, First Steps, $1 billion?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Not $1 billion. Jessica Frost is not $1 billion. The Conjuring Last Rites. You think that'd be $1 billion?
No.
The Conjuring series is pretty popular. Okay, not $1 billion there. Downtown Abbey 3. All right, so we ran out of shit. Downtown Abbey. So nobody's making it to $1 billion from what we're seeing so far, unless you're an animation, and that's really sad. That lets us know that cinema's dead, especially seeing how much they're charging for the movie tickets and stuff. And that may be the issue. Maybe if they came down on the price, but you never come down on the price. Once inflation hits, that's the new price. Okay. So that's the way it is. So let us know y'all's thoughts. Let us know if you see anything that intrigues you. Of course, we're gonna have some stuff that will be quote unquote cult classics. They won't make a whole lot of money in the theaters, but after the fact, folks would be like, "Oh man, that was actually a really good movie." That tends to happen a lot, and that's usually like on your lower budget movies. I remember a movie that I watched. was it a Warcraft? That was it, the Warcraft movie. I thought that was a really good movie that they never followed up with.
Yeah.
I thought it was an extremely good movie. And I was like, they were like, "No, we're good." I was like, damn. I mean, I seen some of the other shit y'all making. So yeah. So Corey didn't see any $1 billion movies in the future. All right, and it's unfortunate. Maybe we'll get back to something good in 2026. 2025 doesn't look like it's going to bring us anything up at the top, but maybe we'll be surprised, Corey, because they don't put everything out that's going to be being released in the theaters uh, as early as I would like. So because of production and things of that nature, they don't know when everything's being released. So maybe we'll have a secret banger come out at some point in time, but probably not. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up this week's episode of Showtime with the Cube. Let us know your thoughts on everything that we did as far as checking out trailers. $1 billion. What do you think about the Marvel Cinematic Universe and where it's going? What do you think they could do as far as improvement, as far as their product goes? And yeah, leave all those thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you check us out this Thursday, Beyond the Cube. Our headline for this Thursday is Diddy done did it. Done dotted. They got his ass, all right? It looks like they're going to try to put Diddy to rest, all right? I don't know how long Diddy will be with us as far as on this plane, but it looks like they've came for Diddy's throat finally. So that's going to be our main topic there, as well as the rest of our shenanigans that we bring out. And we'll actually be talking a little bit about the UFC event from the past week and some things that Dana White had said about some of the fights and what he said about some of the fights in the past and whether it's productive or counterproductive. So make sure you tune in 9:30 Eastern this Thursday. Myself, XQ420, and the powerful one, Corey Hughes, will be back with us, or with y'all. So until then, Corey, you got anything else for the people out there?
Nope.
Okay. Until Thursday, Beyond the Cube. We'll catch y'all. This has been Showtime with the Cube.